How's it going? Hello. Muted low.
I thought I was right. I was saying, is everyone ready to be confused, shocked to the fucking shit? I think I said that backwards the first time, but that's fine. The call of you. So.
I won't be confused or shocked, but I'm
Well,
ready.
no, but yeah, I know you won't because you played it. Yeah, but I'm ready, right? I might need some help with spelling and stuff, so right, let's go.
Let's see how this goes.
Indeed. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
Hey, you're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does this mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's someone else? Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry.
I'll help best I can. Customers may distract.
It's fine. It's okay, I'll try and work out till. I know you're working. Thank you, anyway. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuga. Byakuga? Uh-oh. They arrived after one another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any more normal. It wasn't any normal silence. It was the definite silence of the fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me, and so I appear.
Whatever it is. Melati. Whatever it is. Strong, silent masters, so wonderful, so cool, so hot, so loans are ablaze. Yes! Lungs are ablaze. Now listen, everything'll be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful
With my
scissors!
sharp scissors, my scissor sharp, sharp scissors. Fucking hell's that word? In hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but an adorable little boy. If it's what Master wants, I can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Achoo! Where am I?
Whew.
No human language can. What the fuck? Describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Phew. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our glory gas face, I guess.
Well,
Every time we talk. Okay, well then, let's begin.
chills, kills!
The final class trial is gonna be slaughter in pitch black despair. Cataclysmic sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the first class trial. And this time, final class trial. This time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean, this time? Yo, what's up, guy? Stop with all this, slander. I'm a bear in a good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair guy... No, I'm not drunk. I'm dyslexic. Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'll take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows.
Yeah, but there's dyslexic and then there's key and dyslexic.
I'm just dyslexic. Key and dyslexic is... dyslexic, I'm trying to read it, but then my mouth would not... You know, no. That despair is better than hope? Mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your... something drivel. Tedious. Is that tedious? Drivel? Begin the trial already. Sure. Let me begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
It'll be over in no time. Why big words? With an confidence, Byakugan was first in the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. No, disbanded. Is it disappeared in the elevator? They're all acting odd. Like they're prior suspicion of each other.
However.
But you know why that's it, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However.
Well, you can call us all. You can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
So.
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kayoko was aboard the elevator. Then when Kayoko boarded the elevator, I went too. I started making my way toward the opening. Step after step towards the gaping maw.
Sean, you do realize you ain't stopping stream till this is done, right?
Yeah, I did say I'm gonna stop. It's like 3 hours long. It's fine.
As in 3 or 4 hours from now.
Yeah, that's fine. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated myself that when there was no fear, no mystery left,
Nice.
I pushed the anxiety down, calm my trembling body, and finally on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. Sight fell away. All sound to disappear. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the ghastly vibration of the elevator came to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, this is a lovely one. This is the final class. This is the final trial site. What do you think? Isn't it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Yoo-hoo!
This long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm going to sit on this one. And I'll just sit right here in the victim's 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Well then, let's begin! Do you want to say this to it? Yes, just because I rage quit. I don't really have any of these skills because I don't know what the skills were. So, final preparations.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me! I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Ready? He's lost the fucking screw loose. Group photo, place check. To check, headmaster's handbook.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Oh, wrong button.
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Oh, it's the last one then, okay.
You guys have all been working. I have evidence.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves What?
This doesn't make any sense.
Press one button again, press square.
How can
No.
the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
No, that's wrong.
Counter! You're on the group photo, bitches.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Motherfucker.
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. 'Cause in my picture,
I'm in it and she's not.
see?
Yeah.
I'm the only one not in it.
But look. All of them are wearing white tops, correct? Even the girls, and they went quite tight shorts. But look by here, right here. Why is she not wearing anything? Photo's fake. It figures as much. In which case...
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
And they were on the racing track as well. Yeah, everyone's in it except for him. But in the far left corner, just on the left of Taka, she's there again.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I needed to reveal Manakuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. That connection regulates what person isn't shown in the group photo. And that person is the one who got the photos.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Let me guess, you're not in it? Yep. And she's
In
in the
other
pool,
words,
huh?
Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Manakuma's trying to trick us. The trick, I didn't say. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's picture. What is it? What's digging
Listen,
at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
There's something unusual in the group photos. What is it? What do I need to compare each more in the touch? Why is there a fish in the bloody swimming pool? Anyway, but yeah, she's in the pool. Oh, what did it say? Byaku's photo, Hina's photo, and Hiro's photo, and my photo. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't get put on. Something... Photo has been added to the food photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed
God,
about
you're so
that.
fucking stupid!
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this photo isn't necessarily because it's fake. This might be something other than reason. Yeah, I think I've had my memory wiped. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. I think I had my memory wiped. That's right, I think. Oh, right. Here we go. Amnesia! Fuck. What's that? I need a... is it S? No. Oh, fucking hell. Is it I? No. Amnesia. Amnesia. Yeah, I did. EA. Oh, alright, okay. Thank you, though. I know it was amnesia.
Wrong low.
It is amnesia. Where's E? Was it A-I-E? Oh wait, no, you are wrong.
No, I spelled it wrong, haha.
Oh, it's amnesia.
S. You still dyslexic. Then.
Okay, amnesia.
Now I understand.
I knew what it was, but thank you, Dell, for trying to help me anyway.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah! We all lost our memories?
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, it is the absolute truth. There has no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those photos. Pictures, sorry, photos, pictures. The DVD! Right, the DVD. That's what it is, it's the DVD.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No,
wrong!
it's wrong!
Full counter! Surprised he hasn't made that joke yet.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You
said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
So did you!
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
I knew that bit.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive?
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, we either way we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Make your argument. Mariko was Cameron's extreme profile and headmaster hadn't. It's gotta be a profile, right?
So who did it? Who killed her?
Your mom.
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly! You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away.
Nope, that's not.
Shoot!
Shoot! Ow.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is that much I...
But when you... Is the mastermind...
Of course, they have to be...
What makes you...
Exactly. You're just...
The mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles... Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Right, so it must be doing something in the mastermind.
So who did
Headmaster's
it?
handbook.
Who killed her?
Monokuma control room.
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind
That much But when you is the mastermind.
Of course, they have to be.
What makes you?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Plus, he
In the
was
back
there,
of the
wouldn't he?
data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Well, it can't be because someone is controlling Monokuma right now.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game is within 16 participants of all the high school students. And the only people to take a single step in the Hope's Academy, the killing game began. Those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive
This
all
hit
of
my
this?
brain.
So we're the only ones here?
But somebody's not. What the hell's wrong with I'm fucking Superman now. But somebody must be in the control
It's not
center
me.
right now to
I'm
control
not the mastermind.
Monokuma.
Well, it's not me.
Because they go speak through it. 'Cause she.
I blame Makoto.
Oh, fuck off, you stupid bitch.
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Ah, you got me.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Macro actually cause of death must be in the other wounds, blow to the head, or
I got it!
yeah, the wounds on the hand.
All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
I don't know why, but my brain just thought maybe she's not actually dead. Because she didn't look like the type of female that had painted nails, right?
Hey, now hold on a second.
Maybe
you did
the
read
body
the Monokuma file, right?
was someone else. Nah, it can't be. Nah. I should
It
just
made
play
it
the game,
pretty
but
clear.
my brain is
Those
working
wounds were made
something
at
out.
least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a
Kyoko
few days
confirmed the
ago?
body is definitely Mukuro.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. So if because Dill's plays game, that's confirmed. My brain worked out for some reason that if she had wounds on her, the only person who had wounds on her body was what's the fucking name of the ponytails that got pierced because she picked up Monokuma or stamped the Monokuma. The person who died the second time. I can't remember her name. Her. And she had painted nails, but then a tattoo that could easily be painted on. Junko. That's the one. Her. Maybe like he planted the body and, you know, sewed up the fucking wounds, put a bomb inside her thing and bashed her head in or something. Or...
You saw her die low.
Yeah, but then the bodies got returned back to the morgue that we found out. All the bodies are in the morgue. So maybe he planted one of the bodies. Like, pulled up one of the bodies, pretend that's Morocco. You know, to frame me or Kayako. Or it is actually Kayako's father and he just fucked around with the body. But then Kayako would have noticed. Oh well, that's just my brain working that way.
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know...
She wasn't the ultimate soldier, she was the ultimate despair.
She denied me before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're sure you're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Go for activity. It's gotta be the profile, isn't it? It's gotta be.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
Fuck.
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsy. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
There's that one bit I'd missed.
Mukuro was the... She must have been... So, when you think about... Obviously, she got all the...
No, that's wrong.
I'm be fucking on fire today.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely... Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training!
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
See, with the photos, it looks like Junko's when she got penetrated with the spikes.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked
Oh yeah, I
assailant.
forgot about this.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days,
Oh, yeah.
certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else. Then the mastermind.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the
How's
garden
it
wearing
going?
the same mask,
Rolling on the floor laughing. Kyoko confirmed the body is definitely Mukuro. Junko. You saw her die lol.
Why did it do that?
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There's no way Murako is the one who one that attacked me, even if I didn't see her face, see their face. Her fingers. There's nothing on the fingers. There's no fingernails. There's paints on the fingernails. Murako had very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing, whatever it says, that the masked attacker. It should be obvious. Oh, I can't remember what I said in that one.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't
The
her.
fingernails.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
No. What fucking one was the right fucking Fenrir? Was it right?
You never saw that, so you can't have. I'm telling you now. You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand? Shoot! You never saw their.
So you can't have. I'm telling you now. You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
Alright, there's another hand. I don't think it's the feet. Because I think she had a tattoo up here, didn't she? I can't remember. This is how long ago it was.
Shoot! You never saw their face, right?
You gotta absorb the answer and use the I think.
Idea who was under
Oh,
that
right,
mask.
okay.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
Maybe the.
Or perhaps, or could it be
The hips.
you never saw their face, so you can't have any. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
No,
Is it
it's
the right?
wrong.
I know it was the right hand. She has it here or up here.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I
remember
remember
that.
correctly. A representation of Fenrir.
No.
In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Yeah, but look, it's the fingernails. Why would someone who's a soldier, who's trained in military arts, would have that long of a fingernails? I think that's fucking Junko.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo.
Hold it like that.
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko...
Kyoko confirmed 100% Mukuro is dead. Like the big dead.
Okay. Okay. I just... there's a good assumption, though. Kind of makes sense. I got to close my window 1 second. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ah.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Kyoko has removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I'll let out a gasp. I bet it's her. Something to do with her hands. It was more than just a little burn skin.
Awful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, she has something wrong with that.
It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed so savor the words as she said them. Then she put her glove back on. Oh yeah, she has fucking scars in her hands.
Should suffice as proof.
She has burn marks, right. So it
Makoto,
can't be her.
Did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
I think I might be Byakuga.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours!
Hiro and Toko were together when you were attacked.
I do hope I didn't hurt
Hiro
your feelings.
Hiro, Hina, yeah. Yeah, but yes, yeah, see, I think I figured it out now.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, did you say him? Or him, Hiro, sorry. Him, Hiro, sorry. Right, wrong. Right. I thought you went,
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? The culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just
That's
like
true.
your brain.
No, because she would have been in the morgue.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
The only place I could think of, I know. It was in the biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened.
I just need, I need, exactly what happened in that fact. I need proof. The proof that shows the body was carried, yeah, something, it was, trap.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden.
Tarp, that's what you fuck say. Others are, but look, I'm dyslexic. Fuck
When
off.
I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Inconsistency in the biolab? Could it be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull something together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Fuck off.
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
How do you know I have a family? You wiped my memory. Oh no, he pulled memories, didn't he?
Your mom, your dad,
Your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's trying to say that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. If I want to shut him up, I need to expose the whatever that word says again, inconsistency, and slam him with it. Inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers just don't add up. Right, there's something in the biolab now. Moment of truth. Oh shit, here we go.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! I'm not listening!
Counter! Uh-oh. Wait, what? No. Nobody believed me. Nobody wants me to... Oh, did I have it wrong? Oh, I have already came up with the end of the... Well, I thought... Well, it would seem you weren't unable to cover the mastery of the school or Makoru's death. You know what that means? Everyone's favorite punishment.
Is this...
Yes, what did I do wrong?
I refuse to give up yet.
What did I do wrong? Oh, I did change the bullet, didn't I?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! I'm not listening!
This should prove it.
The lights. There's the lights.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is...
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
I didn't say the lights.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Put my light on 'cause it's too dark. If I can... My chair is fucked. There we go. Come on, chair. No, you're steering to the left. No, come on. There we go.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in.
Not 9.
And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights should have been... I gotta do the counting. Sayaka, Junko, Taka,
Non-chair face with tears of joy emotionally supporting your chair during movements like...
Come on. I miscounted it. I think it should be Sakura, Kayako. No, Sakura, Sayaka, Taka. Oh fuck! What's the guy goes? Shut the hell up! Oh, what's his name? With him and the girl. So that's 6. No, it's not 6. Shit.
Shoot!
Who am I missing then? Right, Junko, Sayaka, Sakura, Taka, the guy that goes, fuck you, the girl boy, oh fuck, Celestial, Ifuami, 10 then? How's that 10? Who am I missing?
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far.
Yeah, who am I
and it should
missing?
become clear.
That's right. The key is solving the mystery. Sayaka died first. Then Junko. Leon! I forgot about Leon. Chiriko. Mondo. That's his name. Taka was 6. Then Hifawami was 7. Celestia was 8. And Sako was 9. And then the victim number 10 was Miracle. Miscounted. I forgot about half of them.
10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab,
There was only 9.
9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there is less bodies than murders, the explanation is more murders than victims. That's why. Why is that? The mastermind destroyed the body. The same person was killed twice. Only 9 murders took place. No. Oh, I'm dead now. Fuck.
Shoot!
The mastermind... 2 people can't be died twice.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers.
I fucking
and
tell you,
that
if I
will
was
become
right, then you're trying to
obvious.
push me off now, Yain and Dill, right?
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional. Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Damn it! I really thought it was it.
Shoot!
If it were done that, I
Who
mean...
is this someone else that was it? Sayaka Maizono, Junko Enoshima, Leon Chihiro Fujisaki, Mando Owaki,
And I'll be there with a smile on my face, rolling on the floor laughing.
Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami. No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
I think it is fucking Junko. I think it is fucking
Is
Junko.
this someone
I
else?
think I was
it
fucking right.
Sayak Junko Enoshima.
No, that's wrong.
I'm telling you, that's fucking right.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well,
And her fucking
remember
nails
what
as well.
happened? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
Oh, I'm so fucking big brain.
Yes, and those are the only
I was
fatal
just putting
injuries
it
that
together
match
when
up.
when this was going on. I was like, wait a minute, what? Couldn't it be like a double body or something? And then when I said double body, I was like, she has scars all over her. And like, the only person that had that kind of scars over her is Junko. And then the same nails, where she had red nails.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
But you were wrong, face with tears of joy. You kept saying Mukuro was alive.
No.
Out again.
I was saying that Mukuro was alive, but I think it was what the fuck was that? Oh, it just flew past my window. But I thought the body is like a different body. That's
Only
hence
this
why she was
time,
killed
it was
twice.
presented as the corpse of one
So if that's-
Mukuro Ikusaba.
If that's Mukuro, that's not no, that's Junko. That means Mukuro is still alive, right?
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was...
Pipe bomb rolling on the floor laughing.
So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro, but can we really believe that? No other way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusabe is still alive. She has to be. Mukuro's fatal injuries. Mukuro Sabe's profile. So gotta be
The
the
body
injuries.
we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Shoot!
The body we found. It wasn't. Then she's still.
That's right. So the mastermind's true identity is.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Oh no, I need help with this one. Okay. For that to be true, it is possible.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
I don't do it because I'm gonna die.
Shoot!
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, failed, I know.
I refuse to give up yet!
Muroko's fatal injury file and established profile.
Oh, I only saw the anime.
Found in the garden.
Oh, I only saw the anime. I only watched a bit of the anime.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
No spoilers though, please.
It's a tough one, I don't know this one.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It wasn't that one, okay.
Shoot!
You said Kayako looked at her body and she confirmed that it was Mukuro.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong!
So do you have something that argues with Toko saying it isn't Mukuro?
Yeah, I got him, thank you.
The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then
Unless she was
who's actually
Mukuro.
still alive?
Unless she was Mukuro, but changed her name to Junko. Got killed as Junko, but then, you know, put makeup on the tattoo and stuff. Hence why it's like scratches on it, but the same fingernails. Someone made it look like they died, but then they're still actually alive. There's only one person it could be. Who the fuck would that be? Junko?
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mentioned it, I generally place my hand over Junko's left body and touched her wrist to check for pulse, literally like they do in the movies and stuff. But she's really dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko survive? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could that be Junko's not the one that died? That it wasn't Junko, but somebody entirely? Someone else entirely? Maybe she used some sort of trick? What? Oh, fucking hell. Wait. Fuck. Shit, spelling. Okay. I hate spelling!
I refuse to give up yet.
It's like playing fucking lingo. Reap. Right, it's R. E. Re.
You got this. Read it out. Do you
Re.
even know what you're spelling?
No. Right. Re.
Hello.
Repl. Is it L? Replay. Please replay something. Replay. Yes, the replace. Replaced. Replaced.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
That'll be fucking quick, like Ultra Instinct quick.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could
Wait
they
a minute.
even have done
Didn't
that?
Makoto said you look different from your photos? Like you looked a bit like shorter or something he said than your photos. He said, Makoto said that, didn't he? When you first introduced you looked a bit shorter than you in the magazines. Or taller in the magazines.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of...
He did say something like that, yes.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched in the moment of the death. They switched at the beginning. Or switched after death. No, okay.
Shoot!
They switch at the moment of death, or switch at the beginning?
I got it!
Okay, I thought it would be after the death.
May have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched... then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Oh!
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
She could have put makeup on it.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
You can tell, like at the bottom of the left of that police badge, the veterinary badge, it's like half makeup, half not, half foundation.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Yeah, and then Dill trying to trick me. I was on the somewhat same path.
But if
I
she
was in
really
that
did
direction.
use foundation,
Just, I went backwards.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma.
Ryubot kept saying Mukuro was alive or now.
Yeah, but I said it the other way round, right? Oh, shut up. I said it the other way round. I thought Mukuro was still alive and she used Junko's body, but now, you know, it's the other way round. Junko used Mukuro's body, okay? I was in the same... that way, okay? I was in the same direction, but just... I had the wrong way round. Shut up.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure. Making it
Grinning,
look
squinting
like
face.
Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
The mastermind
So Mukuro,
is the ultimate
So we weren't
despair.
tricking you, just correcting you, lol.
like her.
Alright, okay. No, I thought like, not tricking me, but like saying, no, it can't be her, man. What are you trying to fucking say? It's not her, it can't be, no. Like that kind of thing. Like Yayan did before when I got Celestia and Hifawami right. I got it like that. He's like, how the fuck did you get that? In that kind of way.
In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he's still refusing to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all, but he won't. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Oh shit. So that one? No. Shit. I'm dead again, am I? Fuck's sake. You know that
that was talked about earlier in the trial.
Oh fuck, I can't remember all that fucking fast. First time was during our latest investigation. Was the photos? Nope. Shoot! That was the first thing in the investigation. The first time was during our latest investigation.
Close.
Close? The DVD.
I got it!
Thank you.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
I wonder if, like, Junko was next and he was like, oh shit, no! Whisker meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck has just happened? Oopsie, looks like I broke it. Looks like it broke. Out of service. What has just happened? Just have to break now. Now then, when you doesn't matter, failure, faulty can strike it. Isn't that right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind identity organized that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to realize... Oh, fuck, what was that one? It was during Hina's room, wasn't it? Oh, shit.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible! That's impossible!
No, fuck! Ah! It was the headmaster's room. I know. Yes, I want to try again.
I refuse to give up yet.
It was like there's the group, the headmaster, and something else. I can't remember what.
You took too long shooting.
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this?
You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
What? What do you want?
That's impossible!
Is this one? No, fuck.
What? What do you want?
That's impossible!
No, right, it's the group. No, stop!
As in you had the right answer but took too long.
I'm not listening! What are you even talking about?
Alright, so there's the group photo. Right, okay.
That's impossible!
This should prove it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm not drinking shit.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I noticed it just a little while ago. When we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity. An unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstances are common to all these photos. Her face was being covered!
I got it!
Her face is covered! I didn't even realize that!
The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation.
Fucking bitch.
This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
There we go. Right, okay. This is the first ever beginning, I'm guessing. Right, okay, so Junko saying hi.
Own comic book time.
Yeah, this is the bit I don't really like, so I'm guessing this goes here. And Junko died. And the body was wrapped in tar. And then mask. Knife. Oh, would it be that? Then maybe this, and then taking the mask off. Maybe this? Then this. That goes kaboom. And this.
Here's exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't
Hence
long
why
before
she was so
died
aggressive.
at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
Fuck, that was wrong. Okay. Right, so that's wrong. So maybe it's not that, and it's actually this one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Fuck off.
I refuse to give up yet.
Pulling body out of storage.
Ah. She died, then she put the mask on. Or maybe it wasn't actually that. Maybe it was this, then the knife, then that, then this. And then this.
The killer is you! We met the... But that... The girl... And that girl's... But it was Junko. Her body was kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and friend Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Right, so it wasn't that one then. Was it this? Is it this way then?
Not first.
The killer is you! Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive.
I better come back to front again.
The killer is you! Meanwhile, so she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Junko.
The real Junko Enoshima!
That's a good plot twist.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're in
I bet she's like walking down on her way or something.
How long do you plan to keep hiding?
That's why he's just shut down, I guess.
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Fucking Junko Inosabe. What said so much? She got pink ponytail to her.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Inosabe?
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
No. Does Kyoko have a twin?
I feel like this isn't the first
Does
time I've
Kayako
seen
have a twin? No, I do remember seeing it. I've seen some... No, okay. Damn it, I thought it was going on somewhere. Okay, it's not that one. Fuck's sake. Alright. Alright.
I got it!
Before the school?
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazines covers, but I feel like it doesn't quite match up to the reality. Oh, are you talking about my cover of photos and junk? Ah, well, of course, those are totally photographed. Photoshopped. Yeah, you know, that's in the background. We can look complete as junk, yeah. Oh, so they aren't real?
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along.
That explains why she
Do you
didn't
agree?
quite seem the same.
Sorry, I skipped
because
the
she was a
early.
different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
That's totally an anime pose like this. I choose you, blue-eyed white dragon. Nice.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Okay, that's a bit better now. Like, I couldn't stand her being, yeah, that was me.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your
She
twin,
has a very,
that means
very bad mouth.
you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh, she like a fucking psycho. What do you call it? Oh, what fucking call it? What's the terminology for it? The split personality disorder. Like, I'm very into that kind of stuff, like having different personalities. What's it called? What's it fucking called?
It wasn't me, it was Patricia.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
I can't remember what it's called.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma.
Schizophrenia.
That's the one. Thank you, Dale.
Things like that.
Schizophrenia.
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
Like, I'm fascinated with all that schizophrenia, like having like multiple personalities. Like it's just.
So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected.
It's dissociative identity disorder when they have multiple personalities. Schizo is hearing / seeing things.
Sorry, that. Oh, right. Okay, that was it. Sorry. Yeah, that whole like thing. I am like very like intrigued in it.
When Mukuro was killed,
Fascinated
she
about
must
it.
have been as surprised as anybody else.
She's one crazy bitch.
But yeah, she has different personality skins. It's not crazy. It's actually a fucking disease as well.
Crazy is the official term, lol.
Crazy is the official term. This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or
Makes sense how she has multiple personalities after being Monokuma faced with tears of joy.
Yeah, that makes sense
We're
now.
just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Why does she have fucking mushrooms on her head?
That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super.
She's like one of those people that get off on pain but not physical pain. Despair.
Indeed.
It just feels so
good. What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. 'Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
Don't dare! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Things back to Monokuma told us. The memories that were stolen from us, and they must have been related. Class trials, the foundation of Hope's Peak Academy, the motives of Monokuma came up with. That one? No. Oh, I'm dead.
I got it!
It was that one.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme of the motive Monokuma give us for the first murder. Monokuma gives the DVDs. On the DVDs, the footage of my family. Sayaka was her friends. They had dreamed they all shared. The first murder motive was human connections, love triangle, international human connections.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Was that Junko, no? How I used to wet the bed. the... Oh, fuck, I didn't read all of them. Pass?
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing
Oh, right, I
memories
gotta remember all these.
And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Yep.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme of the third murder was the reason Celestia turned to murder was she wanted to buy European castle and leave there. Oh, it was the money, wasn't it? Wasn't the money? Greed.
I got it!
It was greed.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
7 deadly sins.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
I prefer this one.
Now, can you tell me the motive
She's
behind
a bit like
crazy
Mondo.
ass Sakura's crazy ass death?
The motive of the case of Sakura's death was Sakura decided to kill herself. She had to with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So it was blackmail? No. No. Fuck. It wasn't blackmail. Betrayal?
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Yeah, she betrayed the kingdom.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
She was cheated on?
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time
Just trying
here
to get
is
out of
how
here.
to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not
Did
enough.
we have all, like...
I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Just like a nuclear bomb went off something.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too.
We're not actually in...
See your faces sink into despair.
We're not actually on Earth. We're not actually on Earth, are we?
Now then, open sesame!
We're not actually on Earth.
Behold!
We're in
world
space.
Beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
We're outside of me. We're in space. It's just war?
What the?
Dangerous. The world is
She's transformed the Earth.
dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? The whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial!
Did we make that world?
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
Wait, doesn't Genocide
What's the
Jack
meaning
know?
of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us! What other
I think Genocide Jill might know.
What the fuck happened?
You want us to... When it comes to that I don't understand. What's the meaning of the... Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed...
No, this is the end
Oh fuck, I missed it again. Missed it again.
for all of us! What other...
Because they have two personalities.
What the fuck
She said
You
something
want
like
us
that
to... When it
before.
comes to that I don't understand.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to... What am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us!
It hit the purple one.
Come on, bitches! What the fuck happened?
You want us to... When it comes to that I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to be...
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us! What other...
I need to slow it down.
Come
I
on,
can't have to slow it down.
bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
I want
You want us to... When it comes to that I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, you're telling us... What am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us!
I didn't press that.
Choice do we have?
Hold on, man. Wait.
bitches! What the fuck
You want us to when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us? I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning? Is this another one of—
I mean, what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody remembering.
No, that's wrong.
The sense that Jill will remember because they have. If
Actually,
Toko was
she might remember.
wiped for her memories, but the chance that Jill will remember
Who might
because
remember?
I can't remember.
The other Toko.
Genocide
Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge.
That's the one.
But their memories aren't linked, right?
So when they wake up in their whatever form they're in.
See, if their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting
Check out
my
our note.
entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye aye! Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but...
Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history! And
what is it?
In basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. Another world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So,
cake.
what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
Huh? I don't make sense?
There's no way that happened a year ago! I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago! If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
Wait, have we been here for a year?
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that...
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
Oh my
I
god.
understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may
Lost in time, maybe.
No, they weren't lost in time. They wiped me, memory wiped, you stupid bastard.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
Rolling on the floor
How are we
laughing.
supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
We still have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. Memories that were stolen from us. If Chuko says it's true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remembered getting here within the last few weeks, the memories she took from us, our life at the entire past, our life at home.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too, but I don't want to believe it. But there's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Fucking hell. The notebook!
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Lock a notebook.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Wrong, you did!
No, that's wrong! Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all
This
the
is
evidence,
fucked.
do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's
This is
eyes,
fuck up.
the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored.
No,
Explaining stuff is
I want to
boring.
know.
What?
We are bored with this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
When our memories came apart? Is she talking about the moment where they must have lost our memories? Can we only think of one time? Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I fainted, when I got my acceptance letter, and when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but But it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom, with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Hence why all the photos.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, But
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the
Fucking
school.
hell, can you imagine that? That's fucked.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were
That's
all
fucked.
such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape it.
Oh, shit, for a second,
What a
what?
terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could
I know what
do
it
to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair of all mankind?
Let's
Well,
go
make it
back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Well, what's the tragedy? What happened? Was it like a war? Was it a big bomb?
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Kayako. And her
Do
father.
any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
Shit.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work.
Pretty juicy, huh?
That is fucking juicy as hell.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
They let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Fuck. The mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world. That was... Oh shit, I can't remember. Spelling. No, it can't be another A. Hi. Jack hijacking it. No.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and
This
began
actress
to
must
kill
have
each
been
other
absolute
one after
fuck doing
another.
different fucking, voices and like that.
Despair is
High
as
pitch, low
contagious
pitch.
as any disease. Any hope
the
left
accents and
turns
stuff
to
as well.
despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Truth full of despair? Full of despair, right?
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates.
Kill her!
We'd
Kill her
spent
now!
2 years
Stab
together.
her! Someone must have a knife. Just grab it again, choke it out and snap her neck. That's what I would do.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Oh no.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Oh. What?
You mean, we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Oh, so they get to choose to kill us too? Or just kill me? Oh, what?
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What?
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, you get to leave with them too.
Oh.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid.
Well, you know, to kill her then.
To stay, then you die.
It would seem all of those around you have
kill
realized
her.
the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces eroded by despair.
Besides, Yoko, you could never
Yoko.
betray your
But
father.
the outside world is full of despair.
I don't believe it. I don't think it is in despair. I think I'm with Makoto. I don't think it is in despair. If that was, why would people
You
still
might
come
die
here?
out there.
No. Everyone dies in the real world. Even with old age and disease and stuff.
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life!
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confession. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them to give up, not to give up, to live in despair. It's not really living at all. Shit, hell. Oh, another argument. I don't like these. Locker, group photo, clinical.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
Just a photo.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The
I don't
only
believe that.
reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, what do I press? What do I press? Nobody said anything.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would
Oh,
be the
right.
end.
Oh, fuck's sake.
By the way,
I'm dead now,
the
now.
only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Do I press triangle on the
So,
hope?
will you just die?
Do I press triangle hope and then hit one of the question mark, the dots? I'm dead now, right?
I refuse to give up yet!
Is that it? I know it's hope. Do I just count it myself?
Hope.
Dude, I know it's fucking hope.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
if I were to die,
That would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Hope.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
if I were to die,
That would be the end of.
I missed.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Hope. Use the ace low.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
if I were to die,
That would be the end of.
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, Even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here.
Yes, hero.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Don't lose hope now.
Just hope.
I've been thinking
I
about
know, I could tell it was just hope.
And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason
is thanks to the air purifiers.
say whatever you want. I've made
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living as long.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
we won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Don't lose hope now.
Break!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope.
What the... you?
The ultimate hope.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. I hope isn't talent you develop, but still. Oh, fuck everything, I wanna.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair. I just love despair! You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless! Suffer from despair. I just love despair!
Final strike.
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
I'm going Super Saiyan! Was that it? Did I do it?
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
I agree.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Say goodbye, Juko. See you later.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
Lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be! You lost. Still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is invaluable to the outlashed of the despair, if it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's
just...
totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago creating our incredibly detailed plan. And even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fall at the very end.
True despair.
This is most unlimited despair. Ultimately ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been born looking forward to this desperately, this once in a lifetime experience. This is my first and last Colossus despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dream.
Despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
are you prepared to admit defeat? you think I care whether I win or lose. Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone,
Hey.
you said that despair is continuous as any disease.
However,
Contagious, right? But the same is true for hope. Of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kayako. Oh, Kyoko.
No.
Stop it. Stop. I hate these faces you're making. To see those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine. Let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to go all hug up and on the world, hope that no skin off my nose, but just be warned. From the point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope. But there is a very fine line divided that hope from the bitter despair. Knowing that you are still plan to cling to your hope, sorry. Of course, because we...
It's fine, it's fine.
Shut up. That was a ruthless rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done. No, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? This is what the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want to now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in a lifetime.
Don't get in my way!
Oh, fuck.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got.
She's gonna kill us all.
Punishment time!
It's gonna be like a bomb or something. She's gonna try and blow us all up. Oh no, don't say she's gonna hang herself. What the bloody hell? Is it all the punishments in one? The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 balls. The cage of death. The bringing of the Valistia. Yeah. The external destroyer. Blast off. After school lessons. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despairer, life at Hope's Peak Academy was all over. Chapter 6. The ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, the end! Is that it? Is it going to be credits or I have to read a lot more? Do you want to say yes? Because I'm not fucking doing all that again. But even after saying it all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on ourselves or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, other than one.
He did it.
I fucking did it. Well, with one exception, the air purifier turned off. Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost ambitioned. Yeah. This was our epilogue, before the final ending. We were stuck there in a limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kayako who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Makoto, would you do the honors? Oh, okay. As if awakened by Kayako's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had to belong to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us. What? Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
we never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'll take my scissors and jam them up so far up. Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave out of school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Masa can get married. And then I'll give him a little jewel of a baby.
That's enough.
Please stop. That wouldn't be a greater honor than anything. That would be a great honor than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But...
It's what happens after we get out here I'm worried about. But in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
You're serious?
Maybe we get out there, we'll see that everyone she said about the world was a lie. that on this other side of the door, is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie, peaceful as we remembered. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's all big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
the act of searching for hope, too true to find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what terrible trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Sorry. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who had cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere where you want to go.
You got it!
Well, my first stop is gonna be at the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what you're gonna do? And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
Okay.
I just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. There's no road. Just gotta build one creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
It's my hope. That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage, the next chapter of Ishiaro, whatever your fucking name is again. Life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Hina. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone is outside, world is gone. Even if the world is stepped into despair. As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's a few of us, and we are small, so we can. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Open the door.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Open the door.
And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder, and I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The doors begin to open, with my hand, with our hands, hope and despair mingle together, opening the door to the future. I just want to see what's like up there. I think it's fine up there. I think we've been trapped here all this time and loads of people are waiting for us to come out. What's out there? I want to see. Oh, don't say it's not going to show us. Please show me. What? Why didn't it show me? What's out there? Is it in the other games? They're showing the other games? I've only got number 2 to play in.
Lol, get wrecked.
Fuck off, it's gotta say in the other games.
Good job.
Thank you, Dill. It has to show, right?
Have to play the next one, won't you?
Well, yeah, I'm going to play the next one, but I want to know, does it say what's like outside in that one? I think it showed the actor who plays Makoto with my favorite voice, one of my favorite voice actors. How do I think it's going to? Is it?
It doesn't really explain in the other games, but I can tell you.
Oh, please, just tell me. What's it like outside? What's it like? Is it like just normal out there? And it's just tick. Oh, you said wait.
It shows you in D3.
Does it? Does it show me in D3? Danganronpa 3?
Oh. The anime. Yeah, it does.
What, the anime for D3 or the anime for this it shows me?
So play next game, then watch the anime, then play V3.
Right, okay. I haven't got volume 3 yet.
Yeah.
Oh, right, well, I was kind of right towards the end. I said it was something like either like Makuro or Junko. I was like, but I thought it was Makuro was still alive. Junko was the one still alive, and they were sisters, twin sisters.
The spin-off game has more story, but defo not required to play.
Right, I won't play that one then. Can I skip this? Does anything happen? Does there a cutscene after this?
There is.
Alright, I'll wait then.
So is this parkour?
This is fucking awesome. I got some stuff right, like the Celestial and Ifuami. I got that one right, and then the ending I got right. Sort of. Hey, look, it's me, Sean Kim. Well, kind of got right. Anyway, I had it back to front. It was sisters, okay? But yeah, I fucking enjoyed it. I know I missed half of it. Like, I stopped playing it for a while. So...
Believe us, this is the most tame ending.
Believe us, this is the most tamed ending. You have to wait until Volume 2 and then tomorrow.
The other two are so much better in my opinion.
I got 2, number 3 I'll buy in the near future. Oh, because if Volume 3...
D2 is my fav.
D2 is your favorite. Okay, I'll put that one. If Volume 3 was in fucking PS Extra, that'd be fucking cool.
I'm honestly down to watch the anime together on Discord or something all night.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, you guys the ending. I'm down to watch the anime on Discord. Give me a date and I'll watch it with you guys. I'll jump on Discord. How long is the episodes on? It's like 27 minutes long, but how many episodes are there? Oh, I forgot about Monokuma.
Gotta play D2 first.
Oh, right, okay.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Nice. She's still alive. Or someone is still alive. Got them. Easter egg. Nice. Do you want to save the bowl? Yes. Yeah, I almost fucking finished the whole fucking thing. Alright then. Oh, right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. It was fucking awesome, and I can't wait to play number 2. Even more reading. So yeah. Right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys at 12 p.m. for more Disney Dreamlight Valley. 12 a.m.? Yeah, I think that's right. And then at 12 p.m. Sorry. 12 p.m. Whatever. I'll catch you guys tomorrow and the next stream anyway. Ta-da!